All right, YouTube, what's up, guys? We got another commentary for you. Hope you enjoyed the last one. And here's Parsons2323 here to go ahead and explain the class he's got.
Oh, what's up, guys? I was using a Barrett 50 cal extended mags, MP9 secondary. I had scavenger, quick draw, and marksman as my first three perks, and then my specialist package I think was assassin, uh, maybe hardline, and then dead silent, something like that. But it was something like that, but I ended up getting a 37 kill streak in my Moab with my Barrett. And before any of y'all start talking shit, yes, I did spray with it. I did quick scope, and I did hard scope a little bit. But overall, it's a pretty good kill streak. Hope you enjoy the video.
All right, well, guys, what we're going to do for this commentary, we're not going to just specifically talk straight up about the gameplay. This is probably going to be one of our storytelling times. So these don't really come often, but we probably will start to make them come more often due to see if you guys like them or not. These are just what we're gonna talk about is just funny stories we've had. Like we were in the same class in eighth grade, and that's really how where we met at. And we're just gonna talk about the food fight that we had back in eighth grade. Like this ain't no bullshit food fight where someone throws a fry and says, "I'm gonna throw this fry back at you." No, this was a fucking like legit food fight where everybody
Oh,
picks
that's
up
what made
food. Yeah, everybody picked up food. Teachers threw food. It was a full-fledged food fight. You want to go ahead and tell what your side of it is, Parsons? What you remember and all that?
Yeah. So about halfway through the year, we got a new student that had recently got back from I think SCORE, which is like pretty much like a center where they send all the bad kids. It's kind of like jail but school. Like it's horrible. And he got back, and he had always been a troublemaker. And he got silent lunch the day before. And like he told the teacher that he was gonna start a food fight the next day, but I guess the teacher just blew it off and all that. But the next day came, and he gathered his troops, I guess you want to call it like that. And he was actually in our class. He was sitting right beside me, across from Jesse. We're all at the table, and one of the kids in our class was like, "You're not going to do it." And as soon as he said that, he picked up a piece of bread and just chunked it. Went across the whole lunchroom, hit somebody in the head. He stood up and yelled, "Food fight, bitches!" And it was just crazy. Like people were, oh my god. Jesse had his pizzas, little Lunchables, little 4-pack Lunchables. He flipped them on the nerds. I saw that shit running down somebody's hair. I was laughing so hard. Oh my god, it was great.
That was a great day. Like, and then me and Grant ran to Sheets, which is just like right around the corner from the school, because like none of us wanted to go back to class because it was just a food fight. Like, it was like, man, a food fight broke out. Well, I mean, how much more trouble can we possibly get in? So we just, ease on out of there.
It
So,
was like as soon as it happened, like none of the teachers knew what to do. So like everybody was running in the hallways, running free, yelling, screaming, whatever they wanted to do, basically. But yeah, but I know this sounds real fucked up, but one of the parts I remember two things. I remember one looking up in the air and just food was just like everywhere. It was just a perfect picture. And then the other part I remember is like the EC kids, the mentally challenged kids, like they were in there. Now, this is sad. Like they were like looking around. They didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, and they couldn't get out of there. Like it was bad. Like they were just walking around, like looking, like they didn't know what the hell was going on. But it was sad. Like I feel bad for them, but
that is horrible.
it was pretty funny. I gotta admit.
Yeah, I hate it for them kids. That was horrible. I remember fucking when he picked up that he was just tossing that biscuit. He was just like tossing in his hand. He was waiting for everybody to sit down, and he was like out of nowhere, you just see just playing out of sight. He's like Nick was over here. He was like, "Dude, you're not gonna throw it. You're not gonna do it. Just call it off. You're not gonna do it." And he's like, "No, no, no. I'm just waiting for people." Yeah, he was waiting for people. That fucker sat down, and that biscuit went all the way across the cafeteria, hit some chick in the head, and
Yeah.
then oh my gosh.
This was supposedly the first one ever in Rockingham County, and like one of our friends, he made a Facebook, account or event like the day before saying like food fight or something, he actually got in more trouble than the kid starting the food fight, and he's actually still on parole, and he didn't even start the food fight. The kid that started it, I don't know where he's at, but the other dude got in more trouble. So I don't know.
I think the guy that started it's actually going to school with us now again. I think
Yeah,
he's finally back.
it was.
And this was 2 years ago, so.
And yeah, I remember baseball team was wearing their whole like uniforms and shit. Like I had my white pants on. I was trying not to get dirty. I remember
Man, all I remember is Miss Balzer. I remember Miss Balzer coming up and she like yells at Grant for like taking the Gatorade bottle. Like
my Gatorade bottle and slinging it around like a damn cowboy noose or some shit. Like what are you doing? I remember we got back to the classroom and we asked Miss Challenger, like our 6, 7-year-old teacher, what happened. She was like, "Hey, I threw a banana myself, but you better not tell anybody."
I remember somebody hit her with salad or some shit.
Yeah.
She picked up that fucking banana and chucked that motherfucker. Oh my gosh. I remember, yeah, and Grant, yeah, he didn't get nobody with that Gatorade bottle but me. While he was ringing that thing around, all that thing was doing was getting me, all over me. He got all, like, I ain't never had sticky hair before, but Gatorade is super fucking sticky.
And this was like, it's not like you had some of those teachers that are like, damn, this is cool. And then you had some of those teachers like crying, like, oh my God, this is another 9/11 tragedy. Shit like that. Like, just bullshit teachers. Like, I don't know. But overall, that's probably the funnest thing that I've ever had happen in school. I mean, I don't know really anything else that could compare to that.
That was like a crazy day. And then I remember like one of the teachers was crying because like she thought her baby died or something.
I remember that.
Yeah, like Mark, like the woman's pregnant, and we all understand that, so we have to be careful around her. But like, she's gonna try. Like, one of the teachers caught the guy that started the food fight, like, got him in a headlock, and like, the dude kicked the table, and like, the table barely touched the woman. Like, I think it was on her leg. I don't even think it touched her stomach. But I can understand because she's pregnant and she's trying to protect her baby. But like, she freaked out about that like for days.
Yeah,
Like,
that was.
it was crazy.
And then in 8th grade, me and Jesse had this teacher named Miss Summers. Oh
Mm.
God, about 4'2", about 4'11". Bitch was short. She was a damn troll.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it got to the point where me and Jesse, we used to have competitions to see who could get kicked out of class the fastest. Ugh. And we had this thing where we had like a whole troublemaker class, so like we got everybody to like raise their hand and ask just dumbass questions to piss her off. I remember somebody asked her how long the Great Wall of China was or some shit.
Oh yeah, and then I remember how long did it take you to get kicked out of class that one day? I think it
Like
was the first
45 seconds.
45 seconds. That's fucking amazing. And what did you
Sat
say
down,
to her? Like,
sat down. She said, "Start doing your work." I asked her what page. She said, "If you were paying attention, you would know." I said, "Sorry, I was just asking." She said, "Go, get out of my classroom."
yeah, I remember she kicked me out and you recorded me on the iPod. She was like, I just went up, I went to a picture and I was like, "Who is this?" She's like, "Jesse, sit down. Just go sit down." I'm like, "I want to know who this is." She like won't answer my question and she's like staring at me and I'm just like, "Miss Summers, I'm not moving until I understand who this woman truly is." She's just like, "Get out, just go."
It got to the point where she hated us so much. It was my birthday. I came in class. Somebody was like, "Hey, Miss Summers, it's Austin's birthday." I could care less. And then like as soon as she said that, I don't know if this was a setup, but somebody asked her. They were like, "How long have you and your husband been married?" And she said, "Whatever, how many years, 20 something or something." She was like, "And as a matter of fact, our anniversary is coming up." I said, "Hey, Miss Summers, I could care less." She had just told me she could care less about my birthday, and like she couldn't say anything to me because she didn't. She knew. She just said that to me, so that was pretty funny.
Oh, you know you remember Mr. Conkle.
Don't even bring him up.
That's a fucker right there. That dude fucking.
I don't know what was wrong with him. It looked like he was sucking a dick every time he talked. His eyes rolled back in his head.
Yeah, the fucker walks like okay, guys, like he don't just like walk straight, but like he'll also walk backwards, but he won't look where he's going. So like he'll fall on you and shit like that, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and it's like, okay, well maybe look backwards while you're walking. But no, like he's gonna walk backwards to the entire classroom without looking back at all. And like, there's so many more stories about him that we'll have up in these future commentaries because we're coming right up to the end of this video. But guys, we really hope you enjoyed our stories, stuff like this, and like the food fight thing, that is 100% legit.
You can look it up.
Like you can go look it up. It's what it where myfox8.com, something like that. And like
Yeah,
you can look up
it's been
Rockingham
like in
County
high
food fight.
school food fights.
Yeah. That is a crazy that was a crazy day. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, guys, we really hope you enjoyed this video. This is probably gonna be well, I don't know how to explain it, but we're gonna have a lot more videos coming up for you soon. Sorry it took so long to get this video on, but I just now started golf season. Parsons is having baseball season, so we're just starting to get a little slower on the videos. But we're gonna give you a hint. We got one video coming up, and it's gonna be huge. We've been working on this video for probably about a month and a half now. So,
Yeah.
hope you guys, we need some more subscribers because we really want about 75 to 100 subscribers before we release that
Tell your
video.
friends to subscribe, whatever.
Yeah, so do what you guys got to do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Meg Jesse H here, and
All right, guys. Parsons 23.
all right, see you guys.